JoJo has fun.
Second grade, so that's how I got this disease in my body.
You'll love this, Jeff. I wasn't recording yet.
God.
Yeah, welcome to PowerWash Simulator, everybody. Jeff isn't feeling good. He's feeling worse now because I forgot to hit record.
What are you, Kim? Jeez.
I am. Listen, this is what's key here. At least I remembered.
Yeah, that would suck. Well, you would have used my audio because I'm professional and I'm recording.
I wouldn't have had video.
Whatever.
Okay, that's a good point. We're playing PowerWash Simulator. They have a special event where you can clean the Mars rover.
You should just clean Mars, all of Mars.
We should just clean Mars. Jeff is, by his own admission, feeling a little under the weather because he has cooties. That's right, Jeff. We're going to talk about it again like we didn't talk about it already.
Yeah, well, that was a warm-up. All those funny jokes before were warm-up funny jokes, and now we can just go into the actual jokes, which will not be as funny.
He's got the cooties.
I've got cooties right now, but not because I wanted to get cooties. But
because he likes effing.
Yeah, because I just can't stop kissing. I kiss girls. I kiss the boys. He
kissed them all.
I kiss Cowboy on his sweet little cowboy head. My cat.
That's right.
I've kissed a few people.
I kiss. Hey,
yeah.
I kiss.
You know what? Some people look at me and they're just like, I don't know if that guy kisses. Well, guess what? Next time you see me, know in your head that, yeah, I kiss.
He does kiss. Oh, he kisses. He smooches.
24/7, 3 days a week. Kissing.
I mean, you can't. It's you gotta divide it up for when you have free time.
Spread it out.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first kiss? Was it Holly?
My first kiss. Yeah. My first kiss that I gave to somebody was Holly. There was a girl in my high school who on Valentine's Day she just kissed me on the cheek.
Oh, did you tell the principal?
No, I didn't tell the principal. I was 17 at the time.
She did it unannounced. Were you expecting it? Did she attack you with the kiss?
No.
Okay. Does Holly know about this girl? What's her name?
Jeff, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but I think it is in bad faith. You know why I think this is because I'm familiar with this tone. It's one that I tend to adopt when I'm trying to cause trouble.
I don't know. You have to blame it on the disease in my body. I'm not in control of what I'm saying.
It is the mono you have.
Yeah, let me tell you. I got that. You gotta. We'll call it we'll refer to it as mono for the sake of monetization.
I normally call it cooties myself.
Yeah, well, let's go with cooties. So you had to get a cootie test before, right?
I got a cootie test before. It's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've never had one until yesterday. So let me give you
virgin.
Yeah, I know. Well, not anymore. Yeah, they put it up there in both holes.
Damn right they did.
So some background for everybody is yesterday.
We're in a bad state as a country. We don't know when you're watching this. It could be many years from now, but there was this thing called cooties.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward in 10 years when cooties actually becomes a deadly disease and we have to scrub all these episodes.
Cooties 2.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
I didn't get a lot of sleep Thursday night into Friday for whatever reason. I got like 5 hours. So I woke up super early on Friday morning and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to call in. I'm going to call in sick to work. And usually my go-to when I call in sick to work is like I go with migraine because you can get away with that.
You really can't prove you don't have a tremendous headache.
You can't prove that. Now, my old go-to, diarrhea. However, diarrhea is a symptom of cooties. And I had a coworker this week who called in with diarrhea and had to go get a cootie test. So I was like, diarrhea is off the table. I can't use that. That was my go-to before.
You know what? I think historically, all of us should agree that diarrhea should be off the table.
Yeah, diarrhea is off the table now.
Yeah,
it's not responsible, but so I called in. I was like, hey, I made the mistake. It was a foolish mistake. Is that I faked symptoms that I knew in the back of my head were potentially cootie related.
These sound like cooties.
So I was like, they may make me go take a cootie test, and I had to call my doctor. I had to get on a video call. And they were like, all right, you have to go get a cootie test. You got to go do this drive-through, and they're gonna take your cootie virginity, and they're not gonna give it back until later. You have to wait.
Jeff, listen, this is all so you could lie.
Yeah. Yes, this is also I could lie. Well, yeah, I wasn't feeling good. I just used the wrong lie. If that's what you want to know, use the wrong lie to get out of work. So, and I'm still working. I worked from home all day. I just didn't go to the office. I did not call in sick at the end of the day. I was still
So you
doing-
being sick was not the factor that would keep you from working. It's just physically being there.
Yeah, I could work remotely. I did it for a year. So
Ah.
so Friday, I'm like, all right. And so I go do my cootie shot. I'm just like, you know what? This is the price I pay for
No, you already
lying.
have the cootie shot. It's the cootie test.
Oh, the cootie test. I do the
It's
cootie
where
test,
they
yeah.
it's where they listen to your heart to see if they can hear the sound of music in it.
Yeah. When they hear it, it's not a heartbeat. It's a little kissy sound. So it's like,
Yeah, it's like, someone's
Sounds like-
smitten.
sounds like cooties. So
Isolate for 14 days.
and as background, also, I do have a cootie shot. I've had a cootie shot since February. So I went in and I was like, all right, I'll do this cootie test. It's the price I'll pay for being working from home today. It's whatever. This morning I woke up and came back with a positive cootie test.
So Jeff had the cooties.
I without any symptoms, and completely coincidental that I happened to call out sick with cootie symptoms,
Nice.
forced to go do a cootie test, and happened to come back with a positive cootie score. My cootie
Nice.
score, like my credit score, it's about 800, so pretty good.
It's a pretty good level of cooties.
But it's just so bonkers because there is no, unless if I just gone to work yesterday, if I just been a good person, an ethical person, and just went to work,
You
I
could have
would've-
given everyone cooties.
I could have given everyone cooties and you and Holly because you were gonna
Yeah,
come over.
we almost went over there, and if you had given me cooties, Jeff, I am your friend, but I would punch you.
That's the thing.
I say that as a person who understands and respects science.
Yeah,
I would punch you.
it's so weird because now I've moved on from like, oh, weird, and now I'm just like, who did this to me?
Who did this?
It wasn't
Who done it?
Danielle because now obviously
It
Danielle.
obviously wasn't Danielle.
Yeah.
She's basically a shut-in, so it would have to be somebody else.
I go 3 places in my life right now, and to all of them I am masked up. The only times I am not in a mask is if I am at home.
When you were doing profane things
Yeah.
at the Olive Garden, which is
When-
one of the 3 places you
When
go.
you're here, you're family, and everyone's got cooties, so don't worry about it. And when I'm at the office, we're masked up, except when I'm in my office alone with my door shut. I don't have a mask on then. And and I go to the pharmacy to pick up stuff with a mask. I never take my mask. The only times my mask is off is in those 2 scenarios. It's at home or in office with door closed. And then occasionally if I walk outside to like the car.
Oh, well, that'll do it, Jeff.
That did it. The car Optimus Prime gave me cooties.
Optimus Prime cootied you.
Yeah, but it's just so odd because now obviously Danielle has it too. I mean, we're gonna get her tested, but like we've I don't want to say that we've been kissing a whole bunch,
But just enough.
just enough.
You've been breathing the same air that cooties is almost guaranteed.
Yeah, we spooned so much that she had to catch the cooties.
What's great about getting cooties is you really can't lie and say you had it when you met.
Yeah,
You had to have gotten it somewhere else.
yeah. Actually, what's that conversation gonna be like? How you gonna walk that one out?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's
But-
a real tough one.
So now I'm staying home. Can't go out. Gonna work from home, I guess, for the week. And yeah, interesting. And it's frustrating because at the same time at my job, we're making vaccinations for cooties mandated. You have to have one effective November 1st unless you have a medical or religious exemption. And everybody, I have seen so many people give me religious exemptions that are the most bullshit things in the entire world. It's mind-boggling. Just get the cootie shot, guys. Circle, dot. Just get that cootie shot. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
It's
You don't
not.
even have to circle, dot yourself. A trained medical professional will do it for you.
Yes, and they will
For-
tell you what a big, brave boy you are.
Yeah, and it's free. So
It's free.
So don't be like me, thinking that you're immune. You're some sort of Superman who can't get cooties.
Yeah.
But also, as I've learned, lying saved all of our lives.
Lying, that's the lesson here, is Jeff lied
Yeah.
and may have saved
Saved
at
all-
least Holly and I. Danielle might be dead, and Jeff too, but
Yeah.
like at least Holly and I who are the ones I care about.
It was so and so odd, and I thought I was just going to take that test yesterday, and I was just like, you know what, this is the price I pay for just wanting to work from home.
This
and now I'm just like, I've done I'm a patriot. I'm a hero.
You are a hero in some ways. You
Yeah.
slacking saved lives, which
Yeah.
you just not taking any action led to people like survival.
Yeah. And also I will say that test, if you've never taken one, it doesn't hurt. It just feels very super weird.
Well, the reason why it feels weird, I think, is because the people who are administering it aren't super good at kink, so they don't really know like how they're supposed to.
Yeah. They don't know to like brush their fingers through my hair at the same time that they're shoving.
They don't know to spit on me when they do it, and that's what I need.
When I had it done, so they take a very long, if you haven't seen it, they take a very long like Q-tip. But it's got more of like a bristly edge. It's not very soft. I mean, it's soft at the end, but it
makes
more,
you sneeze.
It looks kind of like a drain, like a pipe cleaner at the end of it.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. And they shove it up in there. You could never, and as somebody who has his finger up his nose a whole bunch, I didn't know.
You've never get this deep in your gut, in your nose guts.
I've never been that deep in the guts, in my brain guts before. And I was surprised because I was like, oh, the last time I saw one done is when Danielle was at the hospital like a month and a half ago, and they did one, and she was just like, nothing. And I was like, oh, it's nothing. But then I remember she was zonked out of her mind, and she doesn't even remember that happening. So they did it in both nostrils, and it's weird because it feels weird and kind of ticklish. The issue isn't that it feels weird and ticklish. The issue is that they have to really spin it around up in there for quite a while.
They really got to get all the stuff they wanted.
They have to get it all, and they put it in both nostrils. And I like was tearing up. Like it didn't hurt or anything, but it was just like a
You
reaction.
were tearing up, a big manly tear, obviously.
She was just, it's like I was tearing up after the first nostril. She was just like, "I'm so sorry," and I'm just like, "No, it doesn't hurt. It's just
no,
it's
it's
like
super hot.
It's good. I'm good.
No, I need you to call me scum.
Put your step on me, mommy, doctor, mommy.
Doctor mommy.
Did you win?
I did. I cleaned the Mars Rover.
Oh, good. It's hard when there's so much dirt everywhere. Oh, it does like a little playback for you. That's kind of nice.
I know that you haven't seen this.
No,
this
I haven't seen
great.
it in action. Like it seems like it would be a satisfying game to play.
It is very satisfying. So I've cleaned the Mars Rover, so I just want to watch it again myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of it. You didn't see it. I also cleaned. There was like a little hatch out in the middle of nowhere that I also cleaned.
A lot of nooks and crannies on this one.
A lot of nooks and crannies. The Rover was very gross. So I was doing the bungalow.
Have you ever used a power washer in real life?
I've never used a power washer in real life. I've heard that.
I had to use it when I worked maintenance for apartment complexes. You would have to go and like power wash the stairs because they were like granite and stuff. And this game does what real life power washing doesn't do, which is real life power washing, you never get it as clean as you want it to be.
You can't see all the spots you really wanted to get just deep into.
And you don't get a replay, which is a messed up thing. But I would spend like an hour or two on a spot, and then afterwards I'm just like, I just wasted a lot of water. We live in California. This is a better way to wash things.
That's the trick, Jeff, is because it was pressure washed, you actually wasted very little water.
Oh, that's good. Well, I guess it would be like, is it worth power washing granite staircases in this day and age? In this economy, in this hydro economy
in this hydro economy of manufactured capital value, that goes beyond the standard exchange and utility value of commodity. In this case, washing and water. Is it worth it to power wash?
I mean, how often do you wash your car?
0.
That's a lie. Your car's usually pretty clean on the outside. How's that work?
I
feel like, did you literally just lie to me about that to save face, you fucking monster?
I pay a machine to do it.
Oh, okay.
I personally never wash my car.
Okay, you didn't want me to think that you would do any labor.
I have a machine of permanent capital that's going to wash my car for me. So there you go.
Okay. I like washing cars. I like taking it to the little self-washer area. I like because you get the power washer car there. That's what this is. You just take you're taking this. The
first level, I will say, is you power washing a van.
Yeah, feels good, man. Because it's also like a thing.
I'm making a lot of progress on this playground floor, by the way.
Yeah, it looks nice. The kids will dirty it up tomorrow, though.
They do with their sticky feet.
Their sticky feet and their little cootie hands.
Little cootie hands, yeah.
I've always wanted to use. I've never used a leaf blower, and I know it's a machine of the
leaf
devil.
blower.
Yeah, I've never used a leaf blower. I know no one likes them, but I feel like there's got to be something fun about blowing leaves around.
I've used leaf blowers that were plug-in, and it was fine. I imagine any kind of gas-powered tool is probably a lot funner. Because
Yeah,
I
that seems
had
pretty
used
weak. The plug-in one seems like a baby's leaf blower.
yeah, same thing like a plug-in, chainsaw.
Yeah, you want to get the extension cord.
You want to be able. I want to
long.
have the option to hit like the nitro button, the NOS button, and then
Yeah.
it saws hecka good.
That's what that's fast 10. Wait, is there a fast 10? Fast 11.
I think that they just did Fate of the Furious. No, Fast 9 is the one that just came out. I feel like.
Fast and Furious 9 money. I think I was looking. Yeah, this is a saved Google search that I had because I think I wanted to know how much he made. I see this thing people do on Twitter a bunch. Most things are bad. This is always a thing where like there's an announcement for a new movie or a game, and it's like Fast 9 or Uncharted 8, and there's always some guy who's just like, nobody asked for this. And someone said that about there's going to be a new Fast and the Furious 10, and this guy was like retweeted. He was just like, no one asked for this. And I'm always very tempted to kind of respond and be like, look, I don't really care about the Fast and the Furious franchise personally. However, it did gross $500 million globally. So obviously,
someone did ask.
somebody is in. Just because you are not interested in it does not mean that the world shares your opinion and perspective on it.
That's
like
true.
a thing doesn't get made unless somebody asked for it, and unless there's a benefit to the people making it financially, which there will be.
There will be.
Yeah.
Because of me. Because I want to see what the family gets up to this time.
It's gonna
I
be.
think next time they're gonna fight like death itself.
I think they need. I've heard they're gonna go to space, and I think that they
I
just need.
hear they're going to go to. They're gonna fight. They're going to fight the manifestation of time. They're gonna challenge him to a quarter mile.
It's gonna be Dante. You like Dante's Inferno and fast cars? Well, get ready for Fast and the Furious 10. Dante Alighieri's classic poem mixed up with Vin Diesel and Squad driving cars around in the underworld.
In the underworld.
Yeah, I remember.
That could easily have poor taste all over it, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
That joke that we just got into.
Possibly, but I mean, hey, they made a game.
I mean,
Dante's Inferno.
in canon, he's fine, but in real life, it's pretty sad.
What, that Dante Alighieri went to?
No, not that. The Paul Walker thing.
Oh, I wasn't even mentioning Paul Walker.
Well, then it means you're insensitive.
No, it means that you are still. Wow,
Like-
you're really reaching for that one. You're really reaching for that one.
Listen, Jeff, all I know is no one asked for this.
Can you get off? Yeah, that's right. No one did ask for it. I can see them. I would like to see them literally take the Fast and the Furious franchise and make that become the new Lost in Space franchise. The new Lost in Space movie franchise.
Oh, were they just like they're going about like doing Lost in Space type stuff, like they're traveling through the stars.
They're trying to find a new world to inhabit. So they're
trying to find a new world in which to race.
Yes, they have used up all of the fossil fuels here.
They've used up all the NOS here.
Yeah.
So they have to go into space to get space NOS.
I don't even know what Vin Diesel's name in the movie is.
His name's Dom.
Dom, we've run out of NOS. They said that we had 50 more years of NOS left, but the scientists lied.
My hope is there's a Fast and the Furious where they deal with climate change, and there's a part where they have to like drive down a wall while there's a big tidal wave crushing Miami behind them.
Yeah, so it'd be 2012, but Fast and the Furious.
That would be pretty good.
Have they used electric vehicles in any of these movies? And how hard would people who don't like progressive automobile design cry and get angry on the internet if they decided to get away with the muscle cars and move more towards the Teslas?
I think the real question is, do people watch the movie for the awesome cars or for the awesome car stunts?
I think they
That
watch
I
it for
don't know.
Michelle Rodriguez is the reason that I watch those movies because she was a badass lady. She was also in Resident Evil.
She was in Resident Evil. She was a badass lady there too.
Yeah, and now she's driving cars. I'm glad
Now she drives cars. She's very good at it.
What if there's a
Now
lot of
that's what she
actors? They were
does.
like, "Look, we'd love to bring you into the Fast Furious universe. Unfortunately, you cannot drive car. We know this for a fact."
We are worried you cannot drive car, and then it's like Jack Nicholson. He's like, "What do you mean I can't drive car? I can.
Well, I'm sorry. What Jack Nicholson movie is that from?
Raising Jackazona. The Jack Attack saga.
You could just say.
Listen, the only thing I know is that if you load up IMDb to confirm what I said, you're a bad person. That's all I know.
You're an untrusting person, and in this day and age,
you're going through life with a very negative attitude.
You've only cleaned 7% of this place.
This is a big look, Jeff. I hate to say it, but there's a lot here.
Yeah.
This playground was filthy.
Yeah, it's gross.
No one's touched it since.
What are the kids playing? What are they spinning around on these days?
Nothing, Jeff.
Nothing.
They're Fortnite.
Wear a mask. Stop getting cooties. Otherwise, kids can't go to the park and spin around on this fucking metal thing.
On the metal. The bear metal. Bears.
I mean, I know parents are like, I gotta watch my kids. The TV watches them for me. Why don't they just make some sort of playground like this? Make the walls so high kids can't get over it. Just leave them in there.
Well, Jeff, what if they get hurt? I mean, statistically speaking, it's unlikely, but I've seen the news. They make it. Even though it's not unlikely, they do manage to find at least one story a day.
I think it could be a new sort of take on Lord of the Flies. These kids get trapped in big walled off playground area. They learn
like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Lord of the Cheese.
Why is there not some sort of? Now I know Chuck E. Cheese, and I mean with the Five Nights and all that, like it's kind of people are trying to go that direction. But like I think being trapped inside of a Chuck E. Cheese would be very good fodder for a horror movie. Not like even like it's just the animatronics coming to life, but just like that's a creepy place to be.
I mean, I guess
even in the daytime, it's creepy.
They did that though. I mean, they've done that though, Jeff. They've done that a couple of times now.
I always wanted to be trapped in the mall, but then you realize they pull those gates down. You can't get to.
They do pull those gates down, don't they?
You can't get to Wetzel's Pretzels. You can't get to.
No one's working there.
You can't get to Auntie Anne's Cookies. Can't get to Sbarro's. It's closed up. What are you gonna do?
I saw a thing that basically suggested that malls in America now, because of the lack of need to go into like a physical retail shop to buy things, malls, and especially really big ones, big opulent ones, are starting to close.
Like the Mall of America
mass.
type of sitch.
Yeah, and what's great though is there's sort of these like really huge like opulent structures that are kind of like old Victorian castles. They kind of like symbolize, you know,
excess.
like wealth and power and excess, and now they're just like these decrepit, ruined things with their weird architecture and like color schemes and stuff. It's really interesting.
I mean, when you take away the people, a mall is one of the saddest things that you can have to walk through or see. It is
pure unadulterated capitalism.
And I mean, it's not that there haven't been decrepit abandoned malls. Like a lot of those ones are like you see YouTube videos where people go and they find them like in the Midwest and stuff. And I think one of the more interesting things is, aside from the fact that there are these big structures that are just like a representation of like bad, of something that's not good, is that they don't even bother to tear them down when they're done.
They're too big to tear down, Jeff.
They just leave them there.
A rotting husk.
Yeah.
A decaying, as in decadent, decaying body.
Yeah. It is odd. It is very strange. I want to go through. That's a place that would be haunted.
A mall.
Yeah. Danielle's been watching a lot of Ghost Hunters, and I think that there's a lot of opportunity for us to sort of break into that field.
I feel like a mall is where I'd find like a vampire.
Yeah. I mean, because at nighttime no one's there, so you can do it. That's when you get to go and hang around, and you have fun. You know, vampire kid hanging out in the mall. That's my
true.
casket's at.
That's what the Lost Boys told me.
There's a place in my head, there's a place that's sort of like, that would be fun to be in alone at night, and then I realize there's nothing to do, and that's an IKEA.
Yeah.
And IKEA at first, I'm just like, oh, it's like you can get anywhere, but I'm like, there's nothing fun inside of an IKEA.
No, it's really meant to just be walked through and leave.
Yeah. And even then, I haven't walked through an IKEA in a dog's age at this point.
Yeah. They're still nice.
No, I kind of like, that's the type of store that I like walking through, because it gives me ideas
Yep.
about things I want but cannot afford.
Which
But
is interesting because that's IKEA's whole thing is to give you stuff that you probably could afford.
Yeah, but that's when you start realizing the stuff you can afford at IKEA is absolute garbage and will break and is uncomfortable. And they have things that are decent there, but you cannot afford them.
You cannot. You shall not.
The stuff that I would like to get there, like the last thing we got is Danielle's craft table, and that thing's sturdy as hell. And that was an expensive little craft table. I think it was like $400 or something like that.
That's a very expensive craft table.
But it's sturdy. It's sturdy.
To be fair, though, your PlayStation 5 was $700, and I would argue that you have used the craft table more.
No. Danielle has definitely used the PlayStation 5 quite a bit because here's the thing. Side note, and I wanted to do like a video on this at some point, but I'll just do it here. I think you had said something about was the PlayStation 5 worth purchasing?
Yeah.
You actually asked me that a lot, which makes me think you're just jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm really asking because I have kind of lost the impulse to buy it.
So here's what I will say for anyone out there who wants like a very measured response to should I get a PlayStation 5. Now I got it kind of out of FOMO, but I think for me personally in the situation that I was in, and if you're in the same situation, then it's good for you, is we had just PS4s. We did not have Pros, right?
Yeah, you did not have Pros.
We did not have Pros. Many people have Pros. They upgraded to the Pro. If you have a PlayStation 4 Pro, and there isn't necessarily there's no real killer app on the PS5 right now. Like there's games that are good, but it's Miles Morales, which is a very short experience.
It's really not worth the price of admission.
It's not worth buying a system for. Dark Souls, Demon Souls, which is Demon Souls, it just looks better. So there's that. I do like Returnal a lot, so there's good games. But for me, it's basically replaced our PS4 because it runs everything that we have better, and we weren't even used to having a PS4 Pro. So if you're going to upgrade from a straight PS4 to a PS5, I'd say worth it because it plays all your PS4 games, it runs them better, it runs them beyond Pro levels. If you have a PS4 Pro and there's nothing there for you on the 5, just wait. Don't get it. Unless your Pro's not working. So yeah, I would say for us it made sense because Daniel plays Dead by Daylight on there and it runs much, much better, the PS5 version. It plays all your other games. If they could really just figure out backwards compatibility for the 3 and the 2 and the 1, I would love it if that was a thing. I don't think they will. But the PlayStation Now is not that great. So I am subscribed to it currently, though, even though it's not great.
Well, there you have it. The final word in PlayStation.
A definitive take on the PS5 is it's not bad, but it's really worth it if you just don't have a Pro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, we have solved another mystery.
Yeah.
Here on JoJo Has Fun, where solutions become
reality.
Reality, that's it. Where solutions become reality. JoJo Has Fun.
For
your next corporate retreat.
For your dreams and your solutions and your nightmares can become reality here at JoJo.
They could become reality, though, huh? I've almost cleaned these gosh darn monkey bars.
Are you going to keep playing this when we're done?
No, I'm not going to keep playing this when we're done. I only play this with friends.
Okay.
But I've almost done with these darn monkey bars. They're almost finished.
I do love me some monkey bars.
There's something on it that's... Oh, it's this little strip here. It's really dirty.
It'll gleam gold in the sunlight once you're done with it. You want to get that feeling.
Look at that. These monkey bars is clean, finally.
This house is clean.
These monkeys' bars is clean.
Have your kids do monkey bars more. It works on their upper body strength, which is important as a child.
Have you seen the chair challenge?
No.
It's this thing where if you put your head against a wall and you put a chair directly under you and you grab the chair and lift it up, you cannot stand straight up if you are a boy, but if you are a girl, you can.
Okay, wait. The way you explained it, I have a hard time visualizing exactly what that looks like.
So you stand right up next to... You put your head on a wall. You take two steps... You stand
my
right
forehead or the top of my head?
Hang on. You stand right up next to a wall, right?
Nose to wall.
You take exactly two steps back, and then you just plant your feet there.
Okay.
Then you bend forward at the waist until like your head is touching the wall, and at that point you should be pretty much bent over at the waist completely. Okay. Then someone slides a chair underneath you, like in front of you, like under your chest or whatever.
Okay.
You grab the chair by the arms.
Okay.
And if you were a boy, you will be unable to stand straight up. But if you were a girl, you will be able to stand straight
Like,
up.
I can't straighten myself up when I'm holding the arms
Yes,
of the
you
chair.
will be unable to do so.
Why
you will
do
just be holding the
girls-
chair and will be unable to stand straight
You know
up.
what? They've said that misogyny is the problem for all these years, and I think that they haven't been considering this whole chair thing.
They have not. Jeff, that's exactly what I said to Kim, but lo and behold, I couldn't do it either. So
Kim's got that on over us. Fuck, that sucks.
Kim does have that over us. That is true. That's
Lower
why I
property
pay her
rates.
70% less.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, she gets that elsewhere in her
Pick up
ability
all
to
those
pick up
chairs.
chairs.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this has been PowerWash Simulator with a incootied Jeff. Sorry it came out later, but we're busy dealing with Jeff having cooties.
Yeah,
So,
and
there
also
you go.
life is just kind of tiring and hard right now. So
Life
be
is
nice.
tiring and hard right now. We haven't had a lot of time to make much content this fall thus far. It's been pretty rough.
We're trying.
We're trying. Bye, everyone.
Bye.